seconds to go. And away, with Surtees surging into the lead and Gurney's clutch smoking. Hounding Surtees are Graham Hill, McLaren, Hobbs, Hulme and the Aussie Frank Gardner. Jackie Stewart's done a poor start, whereas Jim Clark, whose Lotus wasn't a runner until the last 10 minutes of practice, is way back in the field, having started on the 7th row of the grid. Plunging steeply from Druid's Bend down to the sweeping left-hander Bottom Bend, taken at about 85 miles an hour, and onto the short bottom straight, called a straight, although actually curves slightly left all the way. Then into another left-hander, South Bank Bend, climbing steadily uphill as it turns and continues to turn, seemingly forever. We leapfrog ahead of them now to Hawthorne Bend, approached at over 150 and taken at over 100. Surtees has pulled away a bit, Hill losing second place to McLaren, then 4th Hobbs, 5th Gardner, 6th Hulme, followed by Stewart coming up well. We jump ahead again to Dingle Dell to find Surtees even further ahead of McLaren. Then Hobbs and Gardner, and now Stewart's passing Hulme, whereas Hill is dropping back in the John Coombs-entered McLaren Elva. Out of the woods and into the open again, aptly called Clearways, a 90-mile-an-hour sweep with a difficult camber. Lots of drivers have got into trouble here. And the order of the first of 30 laps is Surtees, McLaren, Hobbs, Gardner, closely chased by Stewart, and then Denny Hulme. Yes, Graham indeed was in trouble, because he now joins Hansgen, whose Lola has been delayed at the pits right from the start because of a blocked fuel line. The mechanic set to work on the Elva's misfiring troubles, but Graham knows only too well that his chances of victory have virtually disappeared, although Betty methodically keeps the lap chart going. The road climbs steeply up Pilgrim's Rise to the slowest corner of all, Druids, taken at about 40 miles an hour. From Druids, they swoop equally steeply downhill, crossing over from the left to the right, so as to be able to start a four-wheel drift through Bottom Bend. This is where Jim Clark once got into trouble during a Formula One race. On again now to Hawthorne Bend, easier than Bottom Bend, although somewhat faster. The order still Surtees, leading from Bruce McLaren, David Hobbs, Frank Gardner and Jackie Stewart. Lola, McLaren Elva, Lola, Lotus and Lola. Dingle Dell is a 75-mile-an-hour right-hander, which tends to tighten up on itself. John Surtees has pulled away slightly from Bruce McLaren, who in turn is beginning to draw away from the others. But Stewart is still fighting every inch of the way with Gardner for 4th place. Round again to Clearways and towards the end of lap 2. Our watches show that Surtees has built up a 5-second lead over McLaren, with Hobbs still 3rd. But Jackie Stewart's now taking Frank Gardner. Denny Hulme, leading the 2-litre class, is still up there in 6th place, and he's using every inch of the road.